given that we have this table, okay, that shows the overseas postage rate for the parcels, Group A, Group B, first 2 kg, additional 500 gram or part thereof. Okay, do take note, part thereof means anything less than 500 gram, you will still pay the extra $4 and it's not prorated. Okay, what I mean by it's not prorated, it means as long as it's less than 500 gram, right, you will be charged a flat fee of $4 extra. Brandon sends 2 parcels overseas. One parcel with mass 6 kg was sent to Indonesia. The fact that it's sent to Indonesia, it must be in Group A. So can we look at Group A first? Okay, now 6 kg. 6 kg. Out of the 6 kg, right, you know that the first 2 kg you'll be charged $13, right? Okay, so you guys are going to take 6 kg minus away 2 kg. Yes, very good. Okay, we should left with 4 kg. So the remaining 4 kg will be charged in this column right here. Okay, whereby every 500 gram or part thereof, you are being charged this rate. So now, since here is in gram, can we change this to gram? 4 kg is how many grams? You should know this, okay? Anything with the K is related to 4,000. Yeah, but I hope you learn, okay? It's 4,000. Anything, just remember, anything with the K is always related to 1,000. Yeah, okay? Yeah, so in this case, right, is 4,000 gram. You're right. Okay, so how many 500 gram are there inside the 4,000 gram? Because how many of this inside here, it will be how many of $4 I need to be charged, right? Okay, so we are going to take 4,000 gram divided by 500 gram. Okay, now here you just need to cancel the zeros first. Cancel another 0. So technically you just left with 40 divided by 5. You all tell me 8. We got 8. Okay, so let's settle this parcel's price first. Okay, first 2 kg is $13. Then we have 8 sets of $4. Am I right? So 8 multiplied by $4. Okay, so for this parcel alone, you will be charged $45. Okay, yeah, all good, all good. Okay, so that is for the first parcel. We have another parcel also, mass 3.3 kg, now sent to Hong Kong. Okay, Hong Kong, that means we are looking at Group B already. Look at here, Hong Kong is here. So 3.3 kg exceeded 2 kg already. So we are going to take 3.3 kg minus away the first 2 kg in which it will be charged at $18. Okay, we are left with 1.3 kg. Okay, likewise, now we are going to this second column which is dealing in grams, right? So I need to change to grams. So everyone, 1.3 kg. Okay, how many grams is that? Without calculator, are you able to share it out? 1300 gram, you're right. Okay, okay, good. So how many 500 gram are there in 1300 gram? I will take 1300 gram divided by 500 gram. Now, given if this is a, let's say it's a paper 2 question, okay? Let's say, if it's a paper 2 question, you're going to get 2.6. Okay? Are you going to round up or down? Round up. Yes. Okay, so someone say 2 remainder 300 gram. Very good. Because 500, right? How many 500 are there in 1,300? Is actually 500 gram can only make up 2 of them. 500 gram, 500 gram. That will give you already 1,000 gram. And then, right, you take 1,300 minus away the 500, minus away the 500. You'll be left with 300 gram. And this 300 gram, right, okay, is the 0.6 that is represented here. And that 0.6 represented here, right, even if this is not 0.6, let's say this is 0.3, let's say it's 0.1, I don't care what number is here, okay? As long as there's a remainder, as long as there's a decimal for this type of rate question, as long as there's a remainder, it means it falls under the part thereof already. It means it's definitely anything less than 500 gram already. And in other words, right, we'll definitely charge that $4 extra for that remaining excess. Which is also why, right, for rate question, especially when you see part thereof, right, we always round this step up. Okay? Yeah, so we actually got 3 of them. So in this case, okay, first 2 kg, we are being charged $18. And then we got 3 of the $6 that we will be charged in the second column. Okay, and that will then give you $36. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so somebody asked, is the final answer 81. Okay, Zendra asked. So just now we are being charged $45 for first parcel, and we are being charged $36 for the second parcel. So we'll take 45 plus 36. Okay, and our answer is going to be 81. Yeah, $81. Okay, so this is our answer, $81. We have a rectangular tank measuring 80 cm by 60 cm by 30 cm containing some water. Peter poured in another 54 liters of water and the tank became 7/8 full. How much was the water in the tank at first? Leave your answer in liters. Okay, part A is not that hard, but part A is testing your understanding of the question. Okay, so how much water was there in the tank at first? Now, we cannot find at first, but we can find in the end, right? Because after we pour in, it became 7/8 full, right? So, if it became 7/8 full, it must be 7/8 multiplied by the length, multiplied by the breadth, multiplied by the height, right? Okay, so we can find the current volume of water in the end. Okay, so if you have done that, you will get, yes, Ethan, you will get 126000. What happened? Remember, when you take this times this times this, okay, cm times cm times cm, this is in cm cube, okay? 126000 is in cm cube. If you want to live in liters, you need to change to liters first, okay? And y'all know, right? Y'all know that, okay? 1 liter is how many cm cube? Do y'all know? Okay, 1000 cm cube, correct. So that means, right, when you're changing cm cube to liters, right, you're going to divide by 1000, okay? So we are going to divide by 1000, and in this case, it's quite easy. You just need to cancel the 0 one by one, okay? And then you will get, end up, right, you will get 126 liters, okay? 126 liters. Okay, so currently you're at 126 liters. Remember, just now you pour in 54 liters of water. So to get back the water at first, you must take 126 liters, which is the water you have now, minus away whatever you have poured, right? That's how you get 72 liters. Okay, how much water at first? Very good. Okay, so you all tell me 72 liters, part A. That's right. Peter then poured more water into the tank and 1500 ml of water overflowed. How much more water did Peter pour in? Leave your answer in liters. Okay, now, first step, okay, what you're going to do. Okay, what I will do first is actually I will take 80 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 30. Okay, reason being, I want to find out, right, when the tank is completely full that time, right, how much water is it inside first. Okay, so when I do that, right, I will know, okay, 144000, okay, 144000 cm cube of water is equivalent to 144 liters, right? So imagine, okay, you imagine this rectangular tank when you fully fill that time is 144 liter. Okay, before the water overflow, confirm it must fill up to the brim first. Do you agree with me? It must fill up to the brim first, then can overflow, right? Okay, so what do you do in the next step? Yeah. Do you add? Yes, we add. Okay, but take note, this one is ml. We want in liters, right? So we need to perform something again. Okay, we need to divide by 1000. Okay, for ml. Okay, 1500 divided by 1000, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, you will get 1.5 liters. Okay, so you need to add. Why you need to add? Because this one full already, you still got some water. Okay, to make it more realistic, I will draw a color in blue color for you. Okay, you got some water overflow, right? And the water is actually 1.5 liter. Okay, that flow out of the container. Yeah, so actually the water in total, it should be 144 liter plus 1.5 liter. Okay, which you will have 145.5 liters. Okay, then, right, how much more water did he pour in? So at this stage, by right, you should have 145.5 liter, right? So how much more water did he pour in? What is the next step that y'all do? Minus, yes, you will take 145.5 liter, minus away the water that you have, right, when it was 7/8 full. Situation we ended before part A. So yeah, we need to take 145.5 liter minus away what we have, which is 126 liters, and then y'all will get 19.5. Okay, so very good. Miyuki, you get 19.5, right? 19.5 liters. Yeah. Okay. Well done. So yeah. Okay, we're done with this question. Okay. All good so far? Can, right? You don't understand. Okay. Hachiwari. Which part you don't understand? I explain to you again. Yeah, just let me know which part you don't understand. Part A you don't understand, part B you don't understand, which step onwards. I get a bit, okay lah, I explain to y'all again, okay? Maybe I do like that, maybe I visually show y'all, okay, what's happening. Okay, so I want to imagine. Originally, right, this tank, right, is only 7/8 full. So when it's only 7/8 full, right, okay, it didn't fill up to the brim yet. It filled until maybe here. Okay, and then when we found out 7/8 full that time, it was 126 liters. So this whole thing is 126 liter. Yeah. However, right, what is happening now is you pour more water, right, to the tank. So you fill up this part, and then right, you still got water that overflow. So other than filling up this excess part to become like this, right, you still got this part being overflowed. Okay, can understand until this part first? Can understand what's going on first? Do you have a student called Gemma? No eh. Yeah. Thank you Fifi for following me. Can you understand what's happening first? So I'm gonna write method 2. To pour the amount, right, such that 1500 ml of water overflow, right? Okay, that means I need to fill up this excess part, right? Which is what fraction? If I already fill up 7/8, right? That means, right, isn't it I still need to fill up 1/8 of the tank, right? So I will take 1/8 multiply by the length, multiply by the breadth, multiply by the height. Okay? So that will then give you 18000. 18000 cm cube is the same as 18 liters if you divide by 1000. Okay? So I know that, okay, this part here is the part I need to fill up to the brim. But after I fill up the brim, I still got overspill by the 1.5 liter, right? 1.5 liter. So that's why how much water did Peter pour in is actually 18 liter plus the one that overflow, right, is 1.5 liter. Then, right, you will get 19.5 liter. Okay, is this one easier to understand?